haven't seen an overtime game, at least I haven't, on the Beck Sports Network all season long. Good time to start.
Absolutely. How about this? An 18-5 fourth quarter from Garrison.
Tip is won by Devin Welts. Momentum clearly in favor of Garrison. As you just mentioned, that run in the fourth quarter. Let's see what overtime has in store, whether Wilton Wing can get back on track. Jenkins. Offensive foul.
We'll get another look here. I think this absolutely is the right call. A little closer than I thought live, but I thought it was a really good job there by Garrison to get in position.
Dominic Rulin was the one who drew the foul. Garrett for Rand. Rand got hit in the act of shooting. It looked like a tough shot. At the very least, he was bailed out. He almost hit it anyway.
It's a kid playing possessed. How good has this kid been? Without his fourth quarter effort, it's not even a 5, not even a 6-point loss for Garrison. It was a team effort, but without Rand's turnaround, Garrison's on their way towards the buses.
We remind you, the last time these two teams matched up, Dakota Rand had 0 points as he misses the first free throw. The Troopers lost by 12. That's not a coincidence. He wasn't playing well in the first half of play, and the Miners were in control. When he started to turn things around, that's when the Troopers started to turn things around. 1 of 2.
And he's got a great touch for a big guy. Good looking foul shots. We saw him take a long 2 and miss it, but it was a good look earlier.
He's had some monster games this year. There was one game he had 27 points and 20 rebounds. Malakaday taking contact and one. Ryan Malakaday. Huge play.
Well, Christian Thompson has not gotten looks since the third quarter. Someone else for Wilton Wing has to step up, as that's foul number 4 on Rand. Malekaday stepping up at least for the moment.
Converting the old-fashioned three-point play. The first 3 points for Ryan Malekaday. Gehring saving it from going out of bounds. Troopers down 2. Gehring steps into the 3. Bullseye!
We watched Gehring warming up in this open gym hours before the start of the game. A kid that just was not missing. You leave him open, he'll knock it down. What a big-time shot for Gehring.
Malekaday for Christian Thompson. You know he wants to shoot. Guarded by Rand. Now it's Welts over Gehring. It gets stuck up there. And that's going to be a jump ball. And Garrison will have it.
Welts had the size advantage he wanted. He was going against the 6'0 Luke Gehring. I'm surprised he didn't try to take that into the hoop. Instead, settled for a fall-away.
Hummel on the baseline. Now it's inside to Rand. It was tipped by Welts, but back out to Rulin. The jumper off the mark. I think that was last touch by Wilton Wings. Tucker Bergquist. The referees will come together to decide, and they will grant possession to the Troopers.
I'll tell you what, Simon, for the most part, I think this has been a tremendously well-officiated game and a lot of tight calls and a tight games. These officials have done a great job.
Rand can't get the jumper to go. 2:15 to play. Overtime number 1. Thompson, foot on the line. Short anyway.
Well, Thompson got in such a rhythm in those first 3 quarters, and I mentioned Garrison has to deny him the basketball, and they did do that in the fourth, and now Thompson's a little bit out of his rhythm.
Rand kicks it out. Luke Gehring, long 3, off the mark. Rand tipping it back out, but out of bounds it goes, and the Miners have it. Pat, to your point, Christian Thompson had 17 points in the first half of play. He had 7 points in the third quarter. He's been stuck on 24 points for quite a while. He has not been able to get it going since Garrison has gotten back into this game.
Well, the way you stop Christian Thompson is not to ever allow him to touch the ball. Garrison's done a tremendous job of that since the third.
Tucker Bergquist doesn't get the roll. Rulin touched it out of bounds, but they'll say that it was Devin Welts who got the last hand on it.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Simon. I thought the same thing as you did. I'm a little bit surprised there wasn't more arguing from the Wilton side.
1 point game, 1:20 to play. Underneath. Welts, good defense on Tyler Jacobson, and the Miners take it. The District 10 championship on the line here from Garrison. Thompson trying to get going. Under a minute to play.
He's running out of time.
Hummel, big jump step. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. I believe it was Tucker Bergquist who stepped in front and stood his ground. Let's take another look on the Bismarck Cancer Center replay.
A little bit out of control, but that's not a call you often see go the defense's way like that.
Full court pressure from Garrison. Olakade just gets it over the line. Thompson forcing it to Tucker Bergquist. Jenkins, the pump fake. Now Welts. Travel. Shot clock unplugged. Wilton Wing will eventually have to foul, and they do so. Christian Thompson commits it, and big free throws coming as we walk the floor. And Luke Gehring is the guy that you want at the line if you are the Garrison Troopers. One of their better free throw shooters at 73%.
It is a 1-and-1 though.
Misses the all-important first, but it's last touched by a Miner, and the Troopers will have it once again. 19 seconds to go. Gehring finds the safety in Levi Hummel, and he's fouled quickly by Brandon Jenkins. 18 seconds on the clock. And I said Luke Gehring is the guy you want at the line. Well, Levi Hummel is one of the guys you want there as well. The heady senior who has been big all game long for this Garrison team calmly knocks down the first.
And you hear it said all the time, Simon, you don't necessarily want your best free throw shooter at the line in big games. You want your toughest player. This kid's certainly one of, if not the toughest player for Garrison.
Two huge free throws. It's a three-point game. And a timeout from Brad Brecky. And we'll take one as well. The Miners looking to draw something up when we return. Three-point game. Wilton Wing with the ball. Down by 3. And it looked like the Miners were in control of this basketball game for the majority of regulation, but Garrison with a huge push late in the second half to tie it up, send it to overtime. Now they're in good shape to be District 10 champions.
And Garrison has scored 24 points here in the last 13 minutes of play. They had 25 points in the first 24 minutes. You know where Wilton wants to go with the ball here.
That's number 10. You can see him coming off screens underneath, but it's Jenkins finding Christian Thompson. 3 seconds, it's a long three, that's short. The Garrison Troopers are District 10 champs. What a moment here for the team in blue as they take home the District 10 crown. The award ceremony to follow here on the Beck Sports Network. The Troopers, the 3-point win.
Tonight's game is being sponsored by Reservation Telephone Cooperative.